Hello, everyone. You make a trip to the library or to a bookstore, and then you look at those books on the shelves, and you go, man, this one right here is 600 pages long. That one right there is 1,000. And you go and you ask yourself, why so much? If I start reading, I won't even finish. Or maybe I will never finish. But then you realize one thing. What is life? Life can be 70 years. Life can be 20 years, but it can also be 80, 90, 100, which is quite brief. However, each year has 365 days. And if you have a brilliant mind and a brilliant imagination, you may write a page of reasoning every day. So in 1 year, you have 365 pages. And writing is also a way to keep something behind. In the same way, people may live in a family, and before they pass away, they live a legacy, which is their sons and daughters, which are the generations, which is your seeds in the world. But do I know who my great-great-grandfather was? No. Do I know anything about the past leading to me? No. A book of 600 pages or 1,000 pages was a way in which the writer felt necessity to put down all of his or her thoughts in paper and leave something behind, something to share with other people. Because we are all thinking souls. We're thinking. And sometimes your idea, which is great, sometimes you don't know how great your idea is. You write in a book. You may inspire someone who will take that thought much deeper than you ever took, leading to a new discovery. Because Stephen Hawking wrote that book on the shoulders of giants. Actually, he put all the papers of the 5 greatest physicists in history, which were Copernicus, Galileo, Kepler, Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein. They all left something behind. And when you go to a library and you see all those books and how thick they are, you have to understand that if you sit down and read 2 pages a day, 3 pages a day, or 100 pages a day, if you delve deep inside all of that variety of books, you're going to find something very common in all of them. You're going to find the flow of the thoughts, the critical thinking. Even though I might write a book one way and someone else might write a book in the other way, we're all following a flow of reasoning. And a book is a reflection of the time in which we live in. A book written in the early 2000s will be inspired by what's going on in the early 2000s. A book written 1,000 years ago is like a sponge. It's like a camera that detects pieces of what was going on in that time. So that's it. So that's the rationale behind thick books. Or unless you are some author that says 50 pages should be enough to explain what I'm thinking right now. But reading is marvelous. And reading is also a trip in the human consciousness. And this is why you should read, and you should also write. It's always good to read with a pencil in hand. because you might be inspired to write your own stuff. And thick books were written by people that felt the need to write that much. And no longer you will go to the library and think that's too much, because the amount of information that we have is limited, but the possibilities are infinite.